So you want to flip multifamily and apartment buildings like this? Well, it all starts with finding and contacting the owner. I'm going to show you a simple way how to find and contact the owner. Stand by, let's get it. Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man. So what I want to show you today is how to use PropStream, aka Dealulator, to find multifamily and apartment deals. Information is powerful, and knowing what to look for and how to look for it is powerful. Now you still have to take action. This is only a tool. A car is not going to drive itself. Well, some of them will, but you know what I mean. If you buy a car, it's just a transportation tool, but you don't use it, it's worthless to you. So what I'm going to show you here is how to generate a list and then target that list by doing your research on those properties. Now, obviously, you can just take a list and just contact them all, or you can do research on each one of them individually. So it depends on how you want to go about it. So I'm going to show you how to do it individually. So the first thing you want to do is set up the criteria that you want to use so you can use it over and over again in each market. Now understand, depending on how a city or county codes their information will only be as accurate or current on how this tool will provide it to you. And I'm going to show you some examples. All right, so the first thing you want to do, all right, you want to hit clear all, and then you want to go to more. Now I'm going to uncheck MLS. First thing I want to do is select multifamily. And then over here in square footage, I like to go with 3,500 square feet. Normally that'll get you at least a 4-unit building, which is not actually multifamily. 5 units or more considered multifamily is considered commercial. 5 units or more. All right, so you can go less or more. It just depends on the market and what you're particularly looking for. Then you want to scroll down here to the bottom left, which I'll zoom in, and select ownership info. Now, once I select that, the next thing I want to do is go owner occupied, no. The other thing I'm going to select, and I'll zoom into it, is individual. I don't want to do any to include corporate. Now, if you want to just only target corporate, you can, but I'm going to target individual because it's more likely if someone registered a property in their name, they're going to be easier to reach than corporate in most cases. Now I say you can't reach both, but it's just going to be easier normally to reach an individual than corporate. So once I do that, I'll hit apply, and then we scroll back up here to the top right. So now you want to save the search. So I'm going to name this search individual MF. Okay, now if you want to target a particular city, you could, but the reason that you want to just do this just as a shotgun or widespread approach, because whenever you put the city in that you're targeting or zip code and select that particular tab, it's going to automatically do the search for you. So right here, I want to include on the home screen, which is these buttons here at the top, and I'll replace it with my current MF search because I had it with just any and not individual. So this is individual MF search. Now here, you can get alerts if you want it. You can get immediate alerts as the system updates, or daily or weekly. I'm just going to say never. All right. So hit that, hit OK. So boom, it's updated. So now up here, it says individual MF instead of MF search as I had before. So now let's just choose a city. So I'm going to choose Miami, Florida. All right, now because I already had set the criteria here, it automatically chose 793 properties that fit under that individual MF criteria. So these indicators they tell you what's somewhat going on with the property. And if you want to know what's going on with the property, you simply go here and look at the legend box, which shows you what each one of them means. Like this first one here, it's a red button. That means there are liens on this particular property. The next one, which I guess that would be considered purple, bankruptcy. The next one, red, more liens, red, all the way down to the bottom. If I go to the next page, I want to show them to come back to that page, but I just wanted to show you. All right, red, we have, I don't know what color it is. Oh, that's free and clear. What that means, I guess that's the, gray color. This one here, if you highlight it over, it tells you this is vacant. And that's a 700-800 square foot building, and it's vacant. Scroll down more. Obviously, this is still liens. That's bankruptcy. So we go to the next page. All right, this one here is free and clear. See what else we have here. Just going down. This one down here is free and clear. This is liens. So those liens and bankruptcies, those could show obviously some level of motivation. And it's interesting once you dive into these liens, depending on how detailed information is provided to us, the public. All right, and this green one right here, that's a cash buyer, meaning that this was a cash sale, which that may be an actual buyer that you can use when you do find an opportunity. You can come back here and look for the green indicators, and those could be buyers that may be interested in the property. It's powerful. You guys that have signed up and canceled your subscription, you may want to go back and dive back into it. As a matter of fact, the information is overwhelming, but I'm going to try to do as many videos as possible to show you how you can use this tool to help you do deals. It's not going to do deals for you, but it's going to be a tremendous tool to help you get to a deal with a check, cash in your hands. All right, so let's go back here to page 1. All right, so let's look at this this first one here. So there's a state tax lien on this particular property. It has the red dot, so I'm going to select it. All right. So it's the building is 4,200 square feet. You see the owner's name here. We see their mailing address, which is different from this address here, but they do live in that Miami area. Well, at least their mailing address is in that Miami area. Is the property vacant? It says this property is vacant, which is a good thing if it's a 4-unit building. It's depending on the type of neighborhood or whatever, but it's still a vacant multifamily building, or at least this is what the records are showing. So we take we select the map there. If you didn't see what I did there, I just tapped on the map and that pulled up this. Now, depending on the city and what part of the city, whatever, you can get a street view, and then it'll give you this. All right, now it's saying this building is vacant. Doesn't look like it may be, but it's saying it's vacant. So that's where your additional due diligence would have to come in at. So boom. So we have the owner's name and mailing address. So you can go about it a couple of ways, which I'll get into how you find the phone number. But obviously you can stick something in the mail. Now, if I'm targeting multifamily, I'm going to not just normally just send just a regular postcard or anything like that. I may send them, take the extra expense and send it either FedEx or UPS, but the cheapest route, maybe ground of either or, which may cost you anywhere from $5 to $20, depending if you're local or whatever. So but that's me. You don't have to do that the way you send postcards. You can use the mail to flip, but you're going to send at least 100 on those to be able to even use that service. So I'm going to suggest mail to flip if you want to do the pictures on the picture of this particular building and sent to the owner or whatever. So, but if I only have like 15 or 20 that I'm targeting, then I'm probably just going to take on the expense of doing FedEx or UPS so I can track, number one, and get it, but it also gets their attention, and it just increases your chances of your message being read, basically saying that, hey, my name is Ty Taylor. I'm interested in buying your building at 445 Southwest 5th Street, Miami, Florida, 33130. We pay all cash. We close quickly. If you're interested in selling this building or any other property that you own like this one, please give us a call. Again, we close quickly. Then leave your phone number, email address, call or text. It's that simple. You don't have to be exactly those words, but that gives you an idea of how simple and sweet the message should be. All right, so let's look at another one here. All right, now this is a bankruptcy, which that's going to get a little more trickier depending on what stage they are within the bankruptcy, which you can look at the details here. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Some of you all may. guess it's pretty much self-explanatory, but I'm just letting you know I have no idea what I'm looking at there. But you see the owner's name here over to the left, right here. And then you see their mailing address, which again is different. They are in that, I guess, well, they're in Florida. I don't know if they're South Florida. I'm not sure about the geography there. So all the information about the property, the square footage, is a 3,800 square foot building. It says non-owner occupied, so it is rented. All right. And so now you can zoom in here. That gives you an idea. There's the building with the blue mark there. You can do the street view, and there's the building. Boom. Now, sometimes it's not going to be this good in some markets. So what you can do is, when you get to this particular page here, you can highlight what I like to do. I'm in Google Chrome. Now I'm using Google Chrome, and I highlight, right click, and then boom, another window pops open, and there's the map. Right click again on the image, and it pulls it up. It also gives me a 360 of the street or whatever. And you know, with Google Maps, you can go down the street a little bit. So I can look at it from this angle here. I don't think I can do it with the trees there, so I think I may have went too far. But boom, let me go back. Let me see. So go here. Okay, I can see a little bit of it, but not enough. But so you get the point there. So going back, so one thing you want to do, and what I would suggest, if you're targeting a particular market or maybe a segment of a particular market, you want to save these and put them in a group. So what you do is add to group, and you create a new group. You name it, just for the sake of this. What is this? Miami MFs. Then hit save, close, boom, and save now. All right. All right, let's go down to another one here. It says abstract of judgment judgment modification. All right, this is a 4,200 square foot building. Let's go to a little larger building here. And in some markets, I see from my experience of just doing some research on them, some of them they don't ever get above 4,000 square feet. But I think when I was looking around on this, I seen Miami, I seen a couple of 10s. And then in other markets, they went, you know, just up and up. You know, so it's just going to all depend on how the county codes them. So here's another lien right here. Now, this building here is 10,000 square feet. So let's look at this one here. All right. So they have like a $12,000 lien. It says petitioner is an insurance company. I'm not sure why or whatever. So I'm going to select the picture here, see what it looks like. All right. So I can zoom in here if I want to, zoom out, but I can hit the street view. Boom. There's the building. Looks like an opportunity there. 10,000 square feet. I'm not sure how many units that is. Probably anywhere from 10 to maybe 15 units. So, boom. Here's the, go back to property details. Here's the mailing address. That's owner one. You have a couple, you have owner one, owner two. And the mailing address is down here to the left. It says trustee conservator. I'm not sure what that means. But boom, there you go. That's a potential lead. You reach out to them. See, you have a lien. There may be a level of motivation to sell. So it's pretty much that simple. Now, let me go ahead and save this one also, because I want to show you how to use the phone lookup service. Now, you'll pay the monthly fee, which you can go to dearlater.com. And I hadn't had the fee up there, but so many people were reaching out and asking me, and I don't know why I didn't put it there. I know why I don't put it on the videos, because it'll change. But on the site, once you go there, if you see it this price today, and then it's another price, but it should say that price for quite a bit or whatever. And which PropStream, they sell it directly, but it's like double than what I'm offering. You know, they reached out to me and they know I have to sell it a little less than a lot less than what they're selling, because people can go directly to them, which you can if you want, but you can get it for half off. Well, actually, even more than that compared to what it normally goes for per month. So I want to save this one also. So I'll go in here. I'll choose the list I set up. So what did I name it? Miami MFs. So boom. So it's saved. Okay. So now you want to find the phone numbers, hopefully, and maybe possibly an email address for these owners. Now you have the mailing address. You can just pop something in the mail to them. So what you want to do is go over to contacts. I have it selected already. Then you want to go down here to append jobs, and then I'll hit select contacts, and I'll go down here and find it in my favorites, Miami MF. I select this, which selects all of them, which you can select them individually if you want, but select them, both of them. Hit add, and then hit this again, checked all. So boom, 2 contacts, hit next. All right, so 1 landline, 2 phone numbers. I'll just do 1 email address, or you can do all. It's up to you on what you want to select. I would like to exclude any contacts that appear on the do not call list. Now, if you select that and said, I would like to include contacts on the do not call list, it's going to give you this message. So you accept it, you know what you're getting into. So I'm going to do, for the sake of being legal, exclude, hit next, and it's going to bill you for the entire 80 cents here initially. So whatever the amount is, then it credits you back. Only it credits you back the difference on the ones that it actually pulled versus it didn't. So if it only pulled 40 cents of this, or we'll just say if it only pulled 20 cents of this, it'll credit me back to 60. So I hit place order. Okay, and so here's my job right here on the 11th. So it's processing. So it shouldn't take long. It's only 2 of these, so it shouldn't take long. Okay, so it completed. It didn't pull any phone numbers here. Let me just refresh to make sure. So your next option would be to send out something in the mail, as I explained before. So boom, this is how you can target multifamily in any market. Again, keep in mind the way the county or city codes their multifamily will depend on how large the buildings will go or whatever. So, and that's based on square footage, number of units, and so on. So again, this is a very powerful tool. The great thing about multifamily / commercial, you talk about virtual wholesaling. This is the virtual wholesaling type of property that you like, because a lot of times whenever you get into multifamily, just income driven properties on the commercial side, it opens up an entire sea of buyers that you can target using the same Dealulator app, where you want to target buyers that buy in that area or buyers that buy all over the country. So again, I just wanted to show you just another way to use PropStream, aka Dealulator, to try to find more deals, to do more deals. You can use it for the seller and the buyer side, as I have the buyer video previously to this one. You can just simply go to YouTube to show how to build a cash buyers list fast, put the Flip Man behind it in the search, and it should pull up that particular video that I did on this also. So again, if you signed up before, you may want to get back in. If you canceled it, you still have the free 5-day trial as the date of this video, and then you'll see the price there on my site, dealulator.com. Just take advantage of it, man. I'm putting it out there for a couple of reasons. Number one, I want you to do deals. You may want to send some of these my way. Obviously, you have to understand how apartment deals work. They're not going to work the same way as far as evaluating them like houses. But I have a couple of videos on that. I didn't go crazy like I have with houses as far as their information. So that may be on a course level, but you know, some of you all may be already educated on it. But again, you may not need me, because with this, you can find your seller and your buyer using this particular service. So again, Dealulator, aka PropStream, or PropStream, aka Dealulator, however you want to use it. It's a great tool, not perfect, but it's full of information that can be used to help you do deals. So let's get it, and I will see you on the flip side.